one thing about me and anybody that really lift heavy is we're real particular on what we lift with. That bar I just showed y'all, that's what I deadlift on. This area right here is where I deadlift at, squat at, pull ups. If I do rows, I might do that next squat rack. But first thing you do is before you do anything, set the rack up to you. These things are way too high, and I would have to tiptoe if I put a bar right there. You don't want to have to do that. You want to be able to just step back and get it to rocking. So I'm gonna put these racks down a little bit. A lot of people would think this is way too far down, but I do low bar squat where the bar is lower on my back. All right, so you got low bar squat, you got high bar squat. A lot of beginners don't understand that that's really a thing. Also, you want to make sure your racks are low enough to where they're not really touching your bar as you go down. All right, and I don't do half squats, so I'll go all the way down. Um, Now, unless you're doing like pin squats, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, so I'm hunting for a bar. I don't know how they messed this bar up. Look at this. The bar is way, look, I was about to grab it in the mirror. But look at that. The bar is out of place. It's messed up. They messed the bar up because people be in their horse playing. I don't know what they be doing, man. I don't know if they were sword fighting with the bar or what. I don't know, man. They be acting like they at the bar instead of the gym, or they be acting like they at a spa and they be chilling in the and that's whatever you want to do. Just stay out of other people's way. So I'm gonna go ahead and load my bar up. I got a 45-pound bar. I put a 45-pound plate on each side, so 45 times 3. Yes, the bar counts for beginners. You know what I'm saying, for everybody. But I'm just saying that information is for beginners because a lot of people say, "I already knew that." If it don't apply, let it fly and let other people learn. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting off very low, and I'm not going heavy today or anytime soon. What I'm doing right now is I'm rebuilding my squat. And everything is very particular to me. Like I don't even want to use the different clamps. I want to put the same clamps because one is heavier than the other. And I put my gloves on, put the clamps on, approach the bar. I act like it's already heavy weight on the bar, even though this is light. Why am I doing that? Because I'm practicing my breathing, bracing, my form, making sure I'm hitting depth. Why am I doing that? Because I'm rebuilding my squat yet once again. The squat is a big problem for me, and it always has been. The only way I get a good squat is if I'm very like consistent with squatting. And whenever I don't squat, it's just like anything else. You use it or lose it. But with certain people, different lifts are gonna be like some people they're more prone to lose their bench. Me, I'm not that prone to lose my deadlift or my bench. It'll take a long time for me to lose my bench or deadlift, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put some more weight on the bar. But the thing is, every time you put weight on the bar, you know what I'm saying? People come over there talking to you, man. I be avoiding that. That's why I come to the gym at the time I come when it's empty. All right, so you can focus on the lift. It's a performance. All right. A lot of people don't understand that when you're lifting weights is a performance, bro. Says whoever listening, learning, and watching. Um, that's like okay, if somebody could put 275, 285, 300 pounds on the bar and not be able to squat it all the way down, and do half squats, that means they probably can only do like 135 all the way down. That's 185 right there. That's 10 pounds above my body weight right now. So that's 225. I'm slowly going up. I'm avoiding a grinder, basically. I don't want to do any grindy reps no time soon. That's necessary, but not yet. You know what I'm saying? That's necessary when I find my groove again. So right now I'm just finding my groove. So any amount of weight, even if the previous amount of weight was easy, like what I was saying right there was a lot of guys come in there and do 3, 4, 500 pounds and then squat only an inch down. No. If you got 275 on the bar and you can't squat that all the way down, swallow your pride. Lower the weight. Don't work your way up to that weight. Work your way up to what you're comfortable with and work with that. You have to learn how to actually, if you want to be able to squat 300, 400 pounds all the way, look, all the way down means this right here. Look, wait until I go down. Bam. You know, so I could have went down another inch. That's 275 right there, right? Um, but if you want to be able to do more weight than that all the way down, you got to practice with lighter weight. So I was gonna go and throw another plate on there and do 315. But nah, I just said nah, 295. The squat is very scary to me right now too, cause it's like foreign ground. It's like unfamiliar ground to me. Even though I've been doing this for years, it's just the fact that I keep neglecting it. You know what I'm saying? I keep neglecting my squat. This is my own fault. You know what I'm saying? So I threw on my belt. I already had my belt on for the last set. Okay, that's 295. Should have went up easy. Didn't fail, just bailed. All right, I got scared. All right, it is what it is. But I squat all the way. Right there is where they stop, and that's crazy. And they'll throw like 600. I could throw like 600 pounds and squat 1 inch anytime. You know what I'm saying? But I refuse to do that. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to do a squat that doesn't count. All right. So I lowered the weight, and I was gonna go for reps with 225. Where if I'm in my groove, this would have made it easier hitting a heavier weight than coming back down. But I'm burnt. I ain't gonna lie, I'm burnt out right now, bro. So I did 2 reps. Was gonna go for a third, but like I said, I don't want to do any grinder reps, all right? So what I'm trying to do is work my way back to my mid to late 300s, and then work my way back to where I can squat like 225, 245 for like 10, 15 reps or more. You know what I'm saying? And work my way up from there. That's when I'm in my groove. So I decided to start dumbbell pressing. Didn't catch it on camera. I wanted to listen to some music. But I'm going to have to wipe this bench off, man. People be having all kind of stuff on there, bro. I don't even know what it is. But I do want to get to these heavy, heavy dumbbells, right? They got 150s in here, man. But I feel like after being burnt out like this, man, I think I'd be happy with 110s, 105s, 100s, even 90 or 95s would be cool for the day. But yeah, man, the heaviest I ever done was 125s because all the gyms that I ever went to only went up to the 125s. And I used to do those for reps. I could have probably done like